Welcome back to Keep Up channel. Heartache for JoJo Siwa's partner as shocking intimate and unaired videos emerge of her and Chris Hughes in the Big Brother house after singer hinted she needs to be single. JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes' close bond has become the talk of the series after becoming inseparable during their time in the celebrity Big Brother house. However, their ever-growing closeness has led to question marks over her relationship with her partner Kath, who she has been dating since last year. New videos of Chris and JoJo, who came out as pansexual in 2021 but recently described herself as gay in an interview, will do nothing to quieten talk about their intimate relationship, with viewers hooked over their close-knit bond. Clips that weren't aired during the main show saw Chris and JoJo in bed together with the reality star lying on her chest before they pulled the duvet over their heads. Another surprising video showed them dancing together in the garden, with Chris momentarily distracted by how good JoJo looked. While the former Dance Moms star was trying to teach Chris a routine, he lost himself and was caught staring at his co-star JoJo in an intense moment. As she attempted to continue the routine, Chris said, "God, you look great today. I think that's my favorite color on you." JoJo replied saying thank you and Chris added, "It suits you." While Kath, who is non-binary and uses she/they pronouns, has been publicly supporting JoJo during her time on the show, they have gone quiet in recent days. The Australian content creator, 27, spoke out in defense of the American singer, 21, after she suffered a homophobic attack from axed housemate Mickey Rourke. Using her TikTok platform to weigh in on the controversy, Kath said that Mickey's behavior was beyond disgusting and described JoJo as the love of her life. However, Kath has not posted on her social media platforms for the past 5 days, notably in which time JoJo and Chris' relationship has blossomed. Kath has also been forced to now turn off the comments on her page after she was trolled by viewers over JoJo and Chris' bond. JoJo has raised eyebrows in recent days after growing close to Chris, 32, with the pair cuddling and stroking each other in bed at night. Fans watching on live stream also spotted her sleeping on the floor next to his bed. Following the intimate scenes, viewers took to the comment section of Kath's latest Instagram post, cruelly branding Chris and JoJo the UK's favorite couple. Others leapt to the defense of JoJo, saying that the connection with Chris is purely platonic and slamming viewers for questioning the dancer's sexuality. It doesn't just seem to be viewers who are questioning JoJo's relationship on the outside of the house, as fans watched JoJo also pondering over her romance in scenes which aired during Tuesday's episode of the show. During a chat with her housemate Ella Ray Wise, JoJo shared her fears about her relationship with Kath and their plans to travel to London for the live final, as she hinted she thinks she might need to be single. JoJo told Ella, "I'm the type of person who really needs approval from my mom and my partner. When I left, my partner was like, I'll come for the end, I'll be there at the end. They're Aussies, so it's a 24-hour flight to get here." Ella responded by joking that she wishes someone loved her that much, before saying she doesn't think she will be happy in a relationship until she feels fulfilled in herself. JoJo tellingly responded, "I think that's what I've realized in the house. I love my partner so much." While it seemed that JoJo was going to continue her moment of reflection, she was interrupted by Ella, who told her she is happy that she has someone who is all for her. Clarifying, JoJo said, "The thing is, I don't know if I'm all for me. That's what I've been questioning." When asked why she feels like that by Ella, JoJo said, "I don't know. I think just being removed from everything. I think I'm just overthinking everything today. How is it our life that we have chosen to lock ourselves in the Big Brother house for 3 weeks?" Ella said, "We do it to push ourselves out of our comfort zones and to see a different life out there." JoJo concluded, "I think that's what I'm realizing." The conversation between the two co-stars suggested that JoJo has been questioning her relationship with Kath during her time in the house. The question marks will no doubt be in part to her growing bond with former Love Island star Chris, who admitted he can't leave her alone in a stark admission. Despite their 11-year age gap, the two stars have struck up a close relationship, with Chris describing them as two peas in a pod. The TV personality admitted that he would be gutted if JoJo was to leave the house before him, saying he would feel lost without her. Chris offered candid insight into his close bond with JoJo, admitting that she has become his person in the house. Chris said, if she left the house ever and I'd be stuck in here, that would genuinely be crushed. I guess she's like my person in here. When you walk into a party you don't know anyone, there's osmone you want to see in the room that makes you want to feel at ease. It makes me feel happy, it makes me feel comfortable, and it allows me to be me. It really brings out me. I like being me, and I'll always be me, and it takes someone to get you. We're like two peas in a pod. However, Chris seemingly crossed the line during Wednesday's episode of the show, when he referred to JoJo as his girlfriend. Chris then appeared to call JoJo his girlfriend, while attempting to explain why he chose Jack P. Shepherd to enjoy a Chinese takeaway with him instead of her. JoJo immediately stated that she wasn't Chris' girlfriend, but said she'd remember that he opted against sharing his prize with her. Viewers were quick to vent their frustrations over seeing an episode dominated by JoJo and Chris' close bond. Others claimed that Chris was clearly in love with JoJo, with posts including, "Chris being in love with JoJo Siwa was not on my bingo card. Swear to God if this episode is nothing but Chris and JoJo's freaky relationship again. I can't cope with Chris and JoJo anymore, it's doing my head in now with this Chris and JoJo weirdness, he fancies her but he knows she is with someone etc etc etc. Does Chris know he's in love with her, so why's Chris Hughes actually in love with JoJo Siwa then?" JoJo and Chris broke Big Brother's rules this week by sharing secret messages away from the rest of the cast. They once again found themselves at the center of drama as JoJo appeared to draw out an unknown message on the Love Island hunk's hand as their housemates slept around them. Lying on the floor next to his bed, the Karma hitmaker grabbed his hand and spelled something out with her finger, before telling him to think about it and adding that it made sense. And it appears that Big Brother wasn't impressed by the late-night communications, as the show's official X account later revealed that the two would be punished for the rule break. It wrote, "Rule break alert." At 1:59 a.m. JoJo wrote messages on Chris' hand in secret. Big Brother has decided their punishment. They both must speak through a megaphone for all to hear until further notice. Afterwards, speaking in the bedroom, Ella says, "I told you they'd been having secret conversations." Daily adds, "But that's not a punishment, that's a punishment for us. They're laughing because they're annoying us." Big Brother likes to put a cat amongst the pigeons, Angelica quips. Danny replies, "A cat amongst the pigeons? That's two massively loud hyenas amongst a flock of doves." Daily then claims, "You know it's part of the plan. Every time they get a punishment and all that, they get the airtime." Later in the episode, JoJo opened up to Big Brother about the secret message she had sent to Chris. When asked in the diary room, she revealed, "It's something that I'm not ready necessarily to be open about or upfront about, but it has to do with gender and how do I feel." She went on, "Let's put it this way. Oh my God, this is a lot. Essentially, you have female, you have male. I've met a lot of females and love them but don't feel like I'm them. Met a lot of males, love them but definitely not them. Chris is currently single and has been single for the past 3 years. His last known relationship was with professional golfer Annabelle Dimmock. Prior to this, Chris was last publicly in a relationship with former Little Mix singer Jessie Nelson, who he dated for around a year between 2019 and 2020. He dated Jessie after his breakup from Love Island co-star Olivia Attwood, who he met on the show and dated for 7 months. Meanwhile, JoJo has had several short-term relationships in recent years. The Nickelodeon star previously dated best friend Kylie Prue for several months in 2021. The pair broke things off, before getting back together briefly, and then breaking up again. JoJo then began dating TikToker Avery Cyrus in September 2022 and confirmed the romance after months of fan speculation. However, she later admitted she cheated on Avery with her ex Kylie, with Avery confirming JoJo broke up with her via voice memo after reconciling on TikTok. While promoting her song Karma on the Call Her Daddy podcast, JoJo said the relationship left her with trauma. "My last relationship was very public, by both of our choice," JoJo said. "Our getting together was very public, our official relationship was very public, our breakup was very public." The singer's trip down under for the TikTok Awards came just days after she officially confirmed her split from her most recent girlfriend, Dakayla. They first met when JoJo was a judge on Dakayla's season of So You Think You Can Dance, on which she placed second. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.